Okay, and we're back with another post-commentary video. Hopefully this will be the last of them.
ยินดีต้อนรับ
So first of all, I'm selling a bunch more luxuries
แน่นอน
to my friend Ram Kong Heng. Since I have all this happiness and I also have a golden age, might as well just get rid of that and get some money to upgrade my sea bows later on. Alright, and it looks like these two idiots over there are teaming up to destroy me. I am not really concerned by this, to be honest, since between Japan and myself there are two city-states that are allied to me, and Madrid is also very defensible from the west, so I'm not super concerned about this. Nevertheless, I sent back two of my combos just to be safe and quickly deal with him. So for Moscow, there is a small problem because there are not very many spots that I can fire from. I mean, there are these two farms, or I guess desert, just grassland tiles. There's also the marsh here, but I don't really like it because you have a defense penalty on there. And then there are a couple other tiles up to the north, which require me to go around, so that's what I'm going to do, even though it'll take a couple more turns. Already making good use of my extra range guy. And now I guess I can finish the pasture on those sheep. And I guess I might as well take out that scout and collect that 5 gold. Yeah, the worker unfortunately needs to hide again due to the city-state spearman. Yeah, there's pretty much a choke point between Japan's troops and Madrid. So no real chance for Japan to take my capital. So something that I'm thinking about right here already is that, I already have 3 generals, so I could think about planting a citadel somewhere, and I will decide that later on whenever I think it might be opportune for me to do so. Because 3 generals is really more than you need most of the time. And I get to kill another scout here. See, let's just check whether the spearman is gone, and it is, so let's keep improving the farm. and finish up the road. Paris wants pearls, so those I'm going to get back fairly soon, since I actually have pearls. I just traded them away. And here I get to kill Russia's general just by unembarking. The worker gets to go back and improve the bison probably. I probably want this extra range guy to sit on one of those hills at the border to Moscow, since he can fire at the city from there. I'm also pulling a couple more units across the lake and swing around to get north of Muscovy. I mean, the unit here that is a little bit concerning to me is the pikeman again. So I am hesitant to just move in with all my units. Alright, kill the swordsman. And go back with our combos. Yeah, Japan's units are right in the middle of my own city and the two city-state cities. So he's going to have a very hard time getting anything done here. The worker can improve the bison. And the scout just gets to stay in Paris. And here it looks like I actually found a ruin, but unfortunately it is guarded by 2 barbarians, which is a little bit too much for my poor little scout. Unfortunately the combo does not do a lot of damage to the pikeman. Might as well protect the Congo city-state over there. I used to have a pretty bad relationship with him, but now I can actually protect him. And of course I need to repair the gems and also the horses. I'm not yet ready to attack Moscow. I just want to wait until I have a nice surround of the city. Also finished the Oracle, so I get to pick a policy this turn. But first let's destroy that combo that was in the water. We do a lot more damage to units that are in the water than normal units, so that's nice. Yeah, and unfortunately the scout here is in trouble. I mean, I could kill the brute, but then the archer would kill me, and that does not even help me. So for my policy, I am just going to go with patronage here. I mean, Some people like to pick commerce after going honor, which is, I don't know. I mean, it's nice if you want a challenge to like win on deity while taking the most underpowered tree in the game, but I mean, commerce is just terrible all around. I think it has one good policy at the end with protectionism, and everything else is kind of garbage. So patronage, on the other hand, has a couple of pretty decent policies. I mean, it helps getting city-states, which is quite nice for domination, since those are a main source of happiness. And scholasticism is actually a pretty decent science policy when you have a lot of city-state allies. Yeah, here you can see the policies. I mean, the commerce opener is pretty weak. It just gives you a couple gold per turn. And mercenary army doesn't do much. It allows you to purchase Landsknechts, which aren't that great. I mean, they're pikemen and they're kind of cheap, but it's nothing earth-shattering. And there's also entrepreneurship, which is the worst policy in the game pretty much. I mean, it does nothing. You'll never work merchant slots unless you're already done with teching, basically. And I mean, the other policies other than protectionism are kind of mediocre as well, so I'm definitely happy going patronage here. So Moscow has a catapult in the city stationed. So I'm thinking around here a little bit, but I think I will actually move in this turn. The thing is, I have one combo which is sort of more expendable than the others, and that is the one where I misclicked the promotions. So I move that one on the tile which is most likely to be attacked. And I'm starting to attack Moscow. And yeah, there's not a lot of sense in attacking this pikeman here, since it barely does any damage, and I have a 3 accuracy promotion, which doesn't work very well against the pikeman that is fortified on a hill. I might get to use the catapult next turn, however, since what I'm doing now is make a citadel on his territory, since that combo man is very likely to get attacked, and I kind of have a surplus of generals. I might as well make a citadel. And with that, my combo man will hopefully be able to survive the attack from the city and the catapult and the pikeman. I mean, that extra defense just helps a lot. It also means that my catapult next turn can move in and immediately set up and fire if I want to, because I own the road now. And here I'm definitely building the artist guild. I just want more culture. And you know, spawning artists is never bad, just to get more golden ages. And here I decide to also upgrade my warrior into a swordsman, because, you know, might as well.
ยินดีต้อนรับเรากำลังฟัง
Yeah, Ram Kong Heng unfortunately still does not want my horses, so that'll have to wait for another time. The scout here is threatening to steal my worker, but scouts usually don't do that, so I'm fine with the worker improving my territory. Alright. Japan tries to get something going against my city, but it's not really successful. And now I get to push back with my combo men. Doing 95 damage against the embarked combo. So yeah, I can probably kill the pikeman with my combos that are out of range. I guess I have to fire with one of those combos, but all the others can attack Moscow, and yeah, again, if Catherine does not rush by a quick wall, then I will be able to take that city next turn. So things are looking pretty good here. So I'm already starting to think about how I'm going to attack the Aztecs here, and it's pretty clear that I'm going to need a road down there, since while the Aztec terrain itself actually isn't that rough, there's a lot of rough terrain leading up to them, and I would like to take as little time as possible getting there. So I'm already thinking about getting some roads up. The cataphract is moving in position to take the city. And the worker can go south and start maybe thinking about building some roads. I'm also sending away the swordsman since I already have a melee unit near Moscow and it's very unlikely to die.
เจ้าบอกว่า
I'm also selling the gems here, I think. Since yeah, I might as well sell them since Moscow has gems as well, so might as well sell them. Also, I'm going to finish a courthouse in the next couple turns, so happiness is really not an issue. Looks like one of those city-states is happy with me for constructing the oracle. Always happy to oblige. Yeah, just the city and the catapult do not do a lot of damage together. So I will be easily able to take down the city now. Might as well get a shot on the catapult just to get some experience. And take the city. I even get to steal 2 great works from here, which is quite nice. Moscow does have the Parthenon if I remember correctly. So now since I have the capital, I might as well make peace. Yaroslavl is a city that I'm not interested in, I just want her money. So I'm just asking her whether she will agree to make peace for all of her gold per turn, but of course she doesn't value her 2 population city that highly. So I just haggle her down. And turns out she will make peace for 5 gold per turn, so that's fine. moving down all my workers to construct the road. I'll probably have to walk over most of my units through the rough terrain, but at least then when I have the road, I can maneuver them around a little better. Might as well protect Russia's allies again. And now I'm just running all my units down to Aztec territory. For a brief moment I was actually thinking about maybe just attacking Songhai or Japan, since I'm already at war with them, but I kind of prefer the idea of first cleaning up the right half of the map and then just going through taking care of the western half. Yeah, Japan does not really stand a chance against my capital city. Yeah, I am sending the scout down here for scouting purposes, since my one main scout for scouting is kind of badly damaged, so I kind of want a second one. And since Madrid already has a bunch of units there, I will probably get the military case bonus anyway. Also selling 2 luxuries to Sweden, which is nice. I think I'm taking the sentry promotion here, since that's kinda nice for city taking units, especially fast ones, because yeah, scouting out the defense is pretty useful. Probably should not have moved that combo man there and just let him heal, but not a big deal. And it looks like Japan is retreating. He's putting some pressure on Kuala Lumpur, which is my allied city-state, but I don't think the city-state is in actual trouble there. Belgrade, of course, having no problems at all. Alright, so Orléans finished the courthouse, so now I'm just going for the monument, since culture is always nice to have. I'm making good progress on the engineer. Unfortunately, I cannot build a gardens here, but I will be able to build the national epic later on. But I'm on a pretty good pace as far as that engineer is concerned. I mean, it's going to be, I think it was 23 more turns when it spawns, and I kind of want to have it when I enter the Renaissance. So I think that'll line up quite well, even without the garden or the national epic. I'm still going to build the national epic probably. Yeah, Japan is now just fully retreating. And I decide that I want to pursue his units and maybe help out my city-state ally a little. So I finished the Artist Guild and I definitely want to lock down my artist slots. I'm fine with moving away some of these guys from the farms since I don't really need to grow with Madrid anymore. So now I'll just go for another scout since I moved the other scout away. That scout definitely needs to heal up. Nothing super interesting going on here, just me moving all my units south towards the Aztec territory. Next turn, however, I will be able to upgrade most of my units into crossbowmen. Well, actually, I mean all my composite bows. Not the catapult, I guess, but everyone else. Yep, and there's machinery. I kinda would like to build the ironworks, but unfortunately Orléans does not have a workshop yet. And so now I'm wondering what I should build. I think I'm going with a market here, just because money is always nice. Here I wonder whether I should take an aggressive stance or be a little more cautious, also using my cataphract as sort of a meat shield. Yeah, and considering that I'm moving away with my scout, I just built another scout first, since I just conquered 2 cities that also will need scouts. I might as well get a couple more. With those 4 workers I should be able to get a nice road system up fairly quickly. And I'm also upgrading my first crossbowman at a nice discount, thanks to the honor policy. Can't upgrade those at this point, due to them being out of my territory. But over the next couple turns I will definitely upgrade them all. Alright, and now for the research path. I definitely want to get education as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to get drama and poetry first, and then civil service and theology. I mean, normally you just want to get civil service first and then theology, but I'm thinking here a little bit because I don't actually have very many freshwater farms, so civil service isn't as useful as it normally is. But I mean, theology mostly has the garden, which also relies on freshwater, so doesn't make a huge difference. So I'm just going to grab civil service first. Also, civil service gets a small discount because someone else must have discovered it already, whereas theology is a little bit more expensive. So maybe if I research civil service first, then I will be able to get theology at a discount as well later on. No idea what I'm checking here right now, but I'm guessing it has something to do with luxury resources. I think there was a quest for from one city-state who wants copper, but I don't think anybody has that. And yeah, I think that pretty much concludes this video. So next time we will march on towards the Aztecs. So that'll be interesting. See you then.